So, you're turning 60 this year.
Oh, you know, why do we need to publicise that?
So do you often hit on your friends' sisters?
Well, that's a sort of a bit of a crude way to describe it. Australia's #1 dance competition, and I finished 4th. I don't think anyone else actually knows the factory guy that makes their shoe. You gotta lower your body temperature.
Ice baths.
Ice baths or just icing the testicles.
Oh, that's what it was.
So
yeah,
it was
right.
Sort of... Have you done many of these yet?
You're my first.
Oh.
Yeah, this is brand new.
Hello.
Do you come here often?
Yeah.
Oh, really? This is your main place?
Well, I grew up just down the road there.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that you're probably too young, but your mum and dad will remember the old Albert Park Stadium. Yeah. I lived there.
Yeah.
So this was sort of my
go-to. This has been around for ages.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, that's a different approach.
It's a tea bag, no?
Yeah, I put the tea bag in there, but that's perfectly acceptable. You know what I'm saying? Because there's more than one cup. No, but that's a lot of people do that. I'm just saying, you know, different technique.
Andrew Gaze.
Yes.
What's your middle name?
I have 2 middle names. I have Andrew Barry Casson Gaze. So I don't know, I can't explain the history of it all, but it's a bit sexist, but all the boys on my dad's one of 3, he's got 2 brothers, and all the boys in our family take the name Casson. Now I think I'm a bit ashamed, and I don't even know why, and certainly I'll pass it on with my son, but yeah, we all have Casson in our name as well as...
Thank you.
I was named my dad's eldest brother, banana cake. My dad's eldest brother was Barry.
Barry.
So I've taken Andrew, Barry, and Casson. We all get Casson Gaze, yeah.
Yeah, right. How excited were you to finally have a son after having 3 daughters?
Well, it didn't really. Everyone assumes that you, as a dad, you want to have a son, but I'm one of 2. So once we'd had 2 kids, I was happy to put the cue on the rack and say, hey, enough's enough. This is, I'm good to go. And we had my 2 daughters, but it was probably more driven by my wife, Melinda. She wanted to have kids. And then the 4th one, again, I was sort of a bit ambivalent of it. Obviously, when you've got 3 daughters, you're hoping to have a son, but it wasn't something that was necessarily driving me. But Melinda was pretty keen as well. And we went and saw this naturopath. We had a naturopath that we went to that Melinda organised. I was sort of like, yeah, this is sort of a bit tin foil type stuff. But yeah, so she went and got some information from a naturopath, and we're given instructions on how to supposedly increase the likelihood of having a boy.
Yeah.
And yeah, we both did it. Hers was all about a lot of, I don't remember all the details, but what I do remember, a lot of it was potassium. So she's...
A lot of bananas.
Like an orangutan. She was just pounding the bananas.
Yeah.
And for me, one of the things was, there was 2 things. Oh, there was a bunch of things, but the 2 things I remember it was high caffeine. You needed a lot of caffeine, and I don't drink coffee, so that made it hard. And then it was also after practice, you gotta lower your body temperature.
Ice baths.
Ice baths or just icing the testicles.
Oh, that's what it was.
So
yeah,
it was
right.
sort of, now, it's like anything. The first week of it, I was all in. Let's do it. But by about week probably 4 or 5, it was like, just put a bit of cold water on the.
How many goes until you got to die?
And then I can't be overly critical because the outcome was what Melinda and I were hoping for, but it was, to me, yeah, I'm not all in on it, but
it worked.
It worked.
Who's your favourite child right now?
I don't have. I love them all. I love them all the same. Probably I spend more time with my second, which is Phoebe, and Mason is my last because I coach Mason. And Phoebe is back living at home for the next month or so because she's doing an overseas trip and going away for an extended period of time. So she's back at home, so we see her a lot more.
She's your favourite child right now?
Well, they all are. You know, we're very proud of them all. They've all been able to be good humans, so that's the main thing.
Yeah. So I need to know what came first. Was it your good friend Nigel Purchase, or was it your wife Melinda, who is Nigel Purchase's sister?
No, it was Nigel. We were teammates in the under-16s, and love blossomed from there.
How?
Well, I was spending a lot of time. I was very close with Nigel, still are very close with Nigel, and spending a lot of time in his place. He was spending a lot of time at our place, and just, you know, you're connected. He's very close with his sister, so she was around a lot, and then love blossomed.
So do you often hit on your friends' sisters?
Well, that's a bit of a crude way to describe it, but I guess in reality that's kind of what happened. But you know, I like to think that, in fairness, we pursued it. The fair way to say it, we pursued each other, and it was just a natural thing. It's nice.
It's good, isn't it? Banana bread's elite. You were on Dancing with the Stars.
I was.
In 2006.
Yes. Was it 5 or 6? 2005. Around about then. I can't remember exactly.
According to Wikipedia, it was 2006.
2006 was it? Well, that would know more than I do. My memory is no good. But yeah, it was a while ago.
Why?
What happened? Dancing with the Stars in Australia, the first episode of it actually happened in 2004. And I was doing commentary for Channel 7 at the Athens Olympic Games. And I still remember the program director called me in to have a chat, and I'm thinking, geez, what's going on here? They're not liking the commentary or whatever. And he called me and said, yeah, things are going great. And he goes, we've got a new show that's starting up that's going to transform Channel 7. It's going to be huge, and we want you to be a part of it. I'm thinking, crikey, they're loving the commentary here, aren't they? I'm up and about and thinking, how good is this? And he said, what we're going to do, and at that stage, the first episode was only 8. We're going to get 8 celebrity types. We're going to match them up with ballroom dancers, and you're going to dance in prime time on national television.
Yeah.
And check this out, the audience are going to vote to see who stays on and who wins. And at the time, I remember telling him, I said, listen, I'm honoured that you feel I'm worthy to be part of this launch of this spectacular show. But I said, I've never danced a day in my life. I'm not a dancer. Even at, you know, going with a disco or at a weddings, I'm not a dancer. And I said, listen, this is not for me. And I remember I was rooming with Bruce McAvaney and Kieran Perkins when we were in Athens. And I remember going back and say, boys, have a listen to what these guys think is going to be the next great TV show. And I was explaining it to them, and we thought, oh, well, the network's cooked. How do they think this is going to work? Now, in hindsight, they were 100% correct. It was an absolute sensation. And I said no, and then they kept coming back to me. So series 2, series 3.
You're a wanted man.
And I remember the producer of the show was a guy called Peter Beck. And every series he'd come, call me, no. And then I think it was series 6, might have been series 6. Actually, it was right here in this. He
really?
said, Andrew, can we just meet? And it was actually right here in this cafe that we came, and he had a meeting. He said, listen, we really want you to do it. What can we do? And they organised me to have a practice session in Richmond with one of the pros, just to try and make me feel comfortable. And I did that, and eventually I said, yeah, why not have a crack?
How'd you go?
I finished 4th, please.
4th?
Yes, and here's the kicker. I finished 4th, and I beat Thor, because in our series there was 10 of us. Chris Hemsworth was one of my competitors.
Was he actually?
And he come 5th, I come fourth.
That probably means you're better looking than him too.
Well, I don't know if I'm better looking, and I don't think I'm a better dancer. I think maybe I was goofy enough that people felt sorry for me.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, it was him, and in my episode, Tamsin Lewis was a part of it, and Anthony Koutafidis.
Is this something that goes on your resume now?
Absolutely, it's a badge of honour. Fourth.
Basketball player, commentator, Dancing with the Stars, fourth.
Australia's #1 dance competition, and I finished fourth.
Have you been asked to be on another reality show?
I've been asked to be on a lot of reality shows.
Like
yeah.
what?
I've been invited on the celebrity one where you go out.
Jungle?
Yeah.
I'm a celebrity, get me out of here.
Yeah, that one. Survivor. I've been asked, and each and every one of them I'd love to do, but they are time consuming, and with my other obligations,
Do you get paid for them?
You do. Not the Survivor one is not so much. You get a modest fee, but the way it was described to me was that the big ticket is getting to the win, and they explain it that it compromises the competition if you're getting other incentives. So they always you're away for a long period of time. They have to, and obviously some of them offer more than others, but I'd love to do. Like a lot of them, I'd love to do for free, just to be a part of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the time commitments, and a lot of it's uncertainty how long you're going to be away too. If you get the arse early, then you're not away very long.
Yeah, you're fine after that.
Yeah.
So you have your own shoe, the Gazers or Gazies?
Whatever you.
What is it?
It's Gaze brand. It's just
Gaze
Gaze,
brand.
but call them whatever you want.
Are they associated with N1?
No.
They were never associated with N1?
No, never. No, what happened was in 2000, after the Olympics, we did a tour, my club team, Melbourne Tigers, we did a tour of China. And when we're there, we were learning about the culture, learning about China, and we went and visited a lot of different factories, and one of them was a shoe factory.
Yeah.
And I was enthralled by it all, how it all works, and looked into it and thought, there's a market out here, because as it is now, playing shoes are really, really expensive. And I was sort of at the tail end of my career, and I started to do some research, and I made a few more tours of China, learned a lot more about it. I got some connections, and then I think it was probably my last or second last year, I decided I was going to wear the shoe, and I did a deal with Pac Brands, but we tried to keep control of how the shoe was going to look. And it all started there, and then more recently I just do it with a partner of mine, and we do it. And the motivation was just to try and go to provide an offering for kids that could hopefully feel good about a shoe and a brand that was at the bottom end of the price scale.
Yeah.
I feel good about what we do. I feel good about the factories we use in China. Morally and ethically, the way we've tried to do it, but still meet the market expectations.
Do you wear them?
Feel like I did, and I still do. I got them on right now. Yeah, the Gazies.
Can we get that on camera?
Yeah.
There you go. So if we had to go through the Australian men basketball players that have their own signature shoe and rank them best to worst.
Well, I don't know if anyone else has it.
We've got Matthew Dellavedova with the Delis.
With the peak shoes.
And Andrew Gaze with the Gazers.
Yeah.
Best and worst go.
Well, I don't know. Outside of Delhi, I don't know of anyone else that has it.
No, it's just you two.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Is it just me and
Just
him?
you and him.
Well, others might have a name on their shoe that is like Deli. Deli's a little different. Like he's just endorsing Peak, and Peak make the shoe. I don't think anyone else actually knows the factory guy that makes their shoe. So I'm number one on that basis because I'm in a.
So yours are best.
Well, there's only one. So that's it.
We'll take it. Yours at the top. Still to this day, you're the all-time second leading scorer at an Olympic stage.
Yeah.
Did you know that you're still second?
I didn't. Yeah, I did know that because I remember. Was it a little while ago? I think Louis Scola might have got into third place. So I remember at the time that there was a lot of talk about that, and actually Scola took over or went past me in World Championships. Now I was lucky because a lot of it's got to do with your birth date, but I was fortunate enough to go to 5 Olympics, but I only went to 4 World Cups, so you don't get as many opportunities. Hadn't had as many opportunities, but yeah, Oscar is there's Oscar, Daylight, and then there's me, and actually I don't even know. It's throughout my time. It's not until I was retired and finished, and people start looking at your profile and you do things like this that it was a conscious thing. It wasn't like you're going out there when I was competing in the Olympics saying, oh, where do I rank on the scoring? I mean, it never really came into your thought processes.
You're very humble.
No, and it's not trying to be humble. It's just the reality of it.
Yeah.
It wasn't like at the time people going, oh, you're first on the score, you're second. Can you get a few? We wouldn't even know. Not just me. Whether it was Hammer, all the other players. We weren't looking and saying, oh, how am I going with the assists or how am I going with the scoring?
I'm sure Shane Hill was though.
No, he wasn't. no, and I remember with Shane. It was not part of our thought processes, and it wasn't promoted or seen. It wasn't easy to get that data as it is today.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was there, but these days, those individual statistical categories are emphasised way more than they were back then.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's something that I look back in hindsight, looks great on the resume, and proud of everything, but it's not something that I feel like it was some sort of monumental achievement. I went to 5 of them. Some of these players don't only get to go to 1 or 2, and they would have gone way more than score way more than me. It's just that we were in Oceania, we would always qualify, so I had way more opportunity than a lot of great international players that just didn't get to attend the Olympics as much as I did.
What's your favourite type of shot on court?
Well, for me, it's believe it or not, is a play where it's been constructed, where you've been assisted for a basket.
Oh.
So for me, I was more renowned for movement off the ball and a back cut, and I felt it was probably more rewarding for me because it was also a result of something great that your teammate did. To find to be able to get someone to thread the needle and get you a layup, it's nothing sexy about it at all.
Yeah.
But for me personally, it was more rewarding because it was the result of the work that either your teammate or structurally, was constructed in order to create that opportunity.
And that's why you're a good coach now.
Well, some may argue that that's not the case. But my coaching is a lot different in that I go back to a time when I played and what gave me great joy, and I try to share that with my players. And these days, the game, it's pick and roll, it's ISO, whereas that is an important part of it, and we still try to emphasise that with our coaching and create those opportunities, but we try to be more system-based, try to be more structured in creating scoring opportunities from passing. We value a pass.
Yeah.
not a lot of teams value it as much as we do.
Who is a commentator
Yeah.
that you don't like commentating with?
There is none. There is none. They're legitimate. I'm not, I probably wouldn't tell you, in fairness, I wouldn't say that even if there was one.
Blink twice if there is one.
No blinking here. No, not at all. I think everyone brings something different. There's different ways in which you can commentate. You're never ever going to keep everyone happy. You're never going to have someone that just goes, everyone likes this style. So I think that it's good to have variety, good to have different ideas, but ultimately when I commentate, I'm trying to explain what's going on and trying to bring humour, keep the game in perspective, and try to explain to the audience what they may not be seeing.
Have you ever forgotten that you're commentating on live TV and have said something extremely outrageous by accident?
Well,
we can beep things out here too.
There are times when I've tried to use humour, and I got a message in the ear from the producer. Said, "Oh, I'm not sure about that." The only one time, from 2000 till before the pandemic, every single year I visited China. So I got to know the Chinese culture. I got to know the people. I knew a lot about the basketball over there, and because of that, you start to pick up phrases, and I remember we were back a few years ago. We were on ESPN, but the games were also being broadcast on SBS. And I remember someone was in the corner. It might have actually, I think it was Chris Golding. He was in the corner, and he had a guy run out at him on a closeout, and he faked it up. Then someone else came and he faked it up. Then he took a dribble, and then he faked it up, stepped through, might have made the play. And I remember during the commentary, I said, "Gee whiz, Chris Golding, he had more fakes than a Chinese DVD store." and it's a comment that you would use. I thought it's funny. It's like, because if you've ever been to China,
there's a lot of fake.
Particularly we never ever throughout our entire time we never ever saw a legitimate DVD, and there's hundreds of DVD stores in there. And whenever we go on the trips, it was like that's what we were always on a mission. Who's going to get the best copy of the latest? So it was.
Was it a flop?
It was I got tremendous laughs from social media. Everyone really got around it. But I remember the producer saying, "Listen, we're on SBS. I'm not sure that's appropriate." There was never a blowback. I don't think it's not a hangable offence, and I felt better about it because the feedback was that people found it humorous, and ultimately we're playing basketball.
And you would do it again. So you're turning 60 this year.
Oh, you don't. Why do we need to publicise that?
Do you have anything planned for it?
No, I don't. In fact, my family wanted to do something, and for my 30th, Leonard Copeland and I'm on the 24th, he's on the 26th, so we're the same age. So we shared a birthday party together. We had all our friends come to a pub in St Kilda. It was a big deal. And Leonard's still a very close friend of mine, and we're both talking about it, and both of us, I'll go privately with the family, but I don't want to...
you don't want to combine a 60th?
We don't want to promote the fact that we're now 60. He certainly doesn't either, by the way. He's probably more determined than ever not to...
Now that you're getting older though, do you take afternoon naps?
I work in the afternoons, so I'm on SEN from 3 to 6. Monday to Friday. So I love an afternoon nap though if I'm on holidays.
On the couch as well, where you're watching TV?
Yeah, it's good. You're there and I love sitting back and just dozing off. A little power nap. You know, any more than an hour though, it can be to your detriment and you can't sleep at night.
Is there anything that you do right now that makes you realise you're not as youthful as you used to be?
Virtually everything. Walking from here to that door makes me feel like I'm not as useful and I'm getting old.
The knees,
and
the back.
I don't even know I'm doing it. Whenever I'm out walking, my kids and Melinda always, yes, you're hunched, and I don't even know them. You know, things in the back, and I try to exercise a lot because I feel luckily I do this because when I don't exercise, I feel worse, as in pain. Whereas if I exercise, I still feel pain, but I don't feel as bad as. So that in itself, as hard as it is to go and get on the treadmill or do some weights, you get into a routine. But I know I have to do it. It's like taking my medicine so I don't feel so
better.
shitty.
Yeah. Back to birthdays. What's the greatest gift you've ever received?
And this will sound a bit corny or whatever, but I have enough of a perspective and understanding to know that, mate, the gifts that I've been given throughout life is beyond what anyone would consider fair. I have given so many unbelievable gifts, not because of my birthday, just because of good fortune and good luck. And so
Can we have an example?
Well, my whole life, the gift of basketball, the gift of family, the gift of travel, the gift of friendship, the gift of opportunity. Whether it's media, sport, business, I've been given these gifts which not everyone has that good fortune. So they are all gifts that anything, that you might get on your birthday is nice and greatly appreciated, but it's not as significant because certainly within myself I know that I feel almost like that I've been given more than my fair share. So what I now try to do is make sure that you acknowledge that, you respect that, and you try to pay back. But for me, I could live 1,000 lifetimes and I cannot pay back the debt to basketball. I couldn't do it because I've just had look at my life.
Yeah.
And, representing a country, competing in Olympic Games, playing for the Melbourne Tigers, all that has not come just because of me, it's because of others helping me. So, and how you try to repay that to satisfy your conscience is what I try to do.
Yeah.
Whether it's what I do now with the Tigers, but like I said, I'd need to live many lifetimes over to repay that. So the gifts are nice, but they're not, I don't remember them like I remember some of the other stuff.
Yeah, that's beautiful, Gazy. So besides your own presence, what is the best gift you've ever given anyone?
Wow, the best gift that I've ever given anyone.
Surely giving Melinda your hand in marriage.
Well, that's a very good point. That is a combined gift though, because she is giving her hand to me. So that's there is.
So that is the best gift you've ever received.
That is a very significant one. There's no doubt about that. And it's one that it goes back to what we were saying before. Some of the good fortune and the good luck that you have along the way, that you meet people that you're very compatible with and you want to share your life with, and you're able to do that. So far with harmony and joy.
Cheers.
How about? Beautiful cup of tea. It's gone a bit cold though now.
A little bit. All that talking.
Jeez.
This was supposed to be like funny and quick and all that. It ended up being a phenomenal interview. That was unreal.
All I do is answer the questions.
Look at him.
That's all
There's
I
so
do.
much life advice in there.
All I do is answer the
It's like,
questions.
this is a beautiful answer.
Yeah.